Okay. Now we are going to try. Okay. Lip slurs. Like, yeah. It's playing those pitches. So you play the pitches, and this is the only time that you need to, like all the other times, articulating is done with your tongue. But this is just so you're forming your lips like you were doing it before naturally. Did you hear when I went ba-da-da, like it was changing? So you want to just try to go from try just that. Play the high pitch and then just try to get to that position. That was awkward.
It's awkward.
It is awkward, but that looked really awkward. Alright. Try it.
Alright, high and then low?
Yeah. Yeah, high and then low. Because it's always harder to go up because you have momentum kind of bringing you down and it takes less air to play low. So try to match this pitch. Whoa. What was wrong about that?
That was air in my cheeks.
Yes. Yay! You're such a good student. Okay, try it again. Thank you. The spit valve's broken on this. Usually it covers that. Okay, try again. And this is like, I always had this problem too. You have to kind of think of your lips first and think of the sound you want to make. Like, think of the sound you want to come out before it happens. So.
My lips are going numb.
I know. 15 minutes is a long time to play. So, like, your lips should be moist. And it's easier to play higher. I figured out if you hold it a little further down. So, the upper rim is right on your top lip. And the lower one's a little further down. You've been playing it for 15 minutes, or 10 minutes.
I'm getting tired.
I know. That's the high one. Those are the same notes, so you skip them. They're called partials, is what they're called. So you have each one. Do you see how you're dropping your chin naturally?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like I learned, it's better to just let someone figure it out than to be like, okay, now you drop your chin, now you do this. Because if you know how it's supposed to sound, and everyone's a little different. So.
It's hard.
It is hard.
You wouldn't think.
It's hard. It is hard. And I don't know how people get it to sound good.
God bless them.
So then this thing should slide.
Geez.
Yep. It's called the slide. Imagine that. Awesome. And it's different positions.
In my hand.
Yes. So what it does is it lengthens the tubing inside to make lower notes. So when I play that's the same note, but I'm trying to play a lower note and I can't.
It's like a dying cow.
Not very nice. It's not better than you.
Oh, okay.
See, it lengthens the tubing so it sounds lower.
Okay.
But that sounds, I guess that's not what you're going for when you play things, because that's very trombone sounding, like you hear that, and that's what you think of. So, try that again, the F, which is the middle one that you were playing first.
I can't get it.
So think of the note in your head. Here, do it in here first, because this is how because if you can't do it in the mouthpiece, it's really hard to do it with the whole instrument, so. Do you hear how you're lower? Yeah, it's hard. See, more air. Push more air through it. Better. So try the low one now. Too bad. Pretty darn good. Better than I did. Alright, so try it in here. like the first 2 weeks. I spent a long time in the practice room. But do you see how it helps if you hold it higher?
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I don't know how that works. But
That's
what
fun.
position then? So, okay, I have to ask you, what was the hardest part about starting to play it?
Keeping my lips together.
Keeping your lips
The
together?
corners of my lips
Because
together.
did you want to just like blow straight into it? Or
Yep.
instead of thinking about.
The lip control, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
And it gets harder because there's so many partials above that and I can't even do it. But.
Yeah, well, like my lips are all tingly
Mhm.
now from all of that.
Because you've never done it before.
Mm-hmm.
What about. Was it
And
harder?
I have a cramp in my hand.
In my hand is cramped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't hold it for that one. I usually end up holding it on my knee. But-
See, I don't know these tricks.
But when you're done, this is the spit valve, and you should blow it out because that's all condensation. It's from warm air going through it. And just a little bit of spit, but
Look at you little. Oh.
you just blow it out. Yours doesn't have a spit valve, so you can just whatever. And then when you take it apart,
It's amazing. I just want to say, when you blow without any lip control, no sound comes out.
because if you think violin, like you're playing the violin, the strings vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have any rosin on the bow, it wouldn't catch the string, and the string wouldn't vibrate.
Wouldn't do any noise.
And the same thing. Like your lips aren't vibrating and making a buzz, so there's no sound coming out. Good analogy, huh?
Very good.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Slide. You always want to make sure it's locked, otherwise it'll fall off. So you can. It's just this little. Yours doesn't really work. Let it go. Okay. Turn that.
This?
Yeah. There you go.
I felt
Try the other way.
oh, it's coming off. I thought I felt something catch.
There you go. Put it on your knee. You want to take your mouthpiece out somewhere. And unscrew it.
Okay.
And then just take this out. And you always want to hold it like this. Really, we were taught to hold it by the skull part. So this one should be. And it's really expensive. Like kids will slam these together, that kind of thing. And these are really, if the slide gets bent, then you have to repair it. And it's a lot of money to repair. So that's
not
why
gonna
these are
work
student
best.
instruments. And then you want to go ahead and put it back in the case. Make sure case is right here. There you go. Oh, there's the box. It's just like a violin case.
Great.
Where does it fit? Oh, that was another 10 minutes.
Whoa.